Hi everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. I am super excited about today's recipe. I'll be making my no-bake strawberry tiramisu cake. You guys are going to love this cake. It's creamy, fruity, and you don't have to turn your oven on to make it. We'll be using Ladyfingers for the cake layers. I'm going to create a tiramisu style creamy custard filling. We're going to use lots of strawberries and strawberry puree. This cake is just stunning and it's perfect for any occasion. I'm going to start things off today with my custard, which is going to be the base for our custard filling. In my bowl here I have 2 large egg yolks, and I'm going to add in ½ a cup of white granulated sugar. And then grab a whisk and whisk this for a few minutes until that mixture is thick and pale. Next, stir together 2 tablespoons of cornstarch with 2 tablespoons of water. This is going to thicken our custard while it's cooking. And then just pour that slurry into the egg yolks and give it a good mix. And then whisk that mixture for about 2 to 3 minutes. You want it to be thick and pale. Into a separate saucepan, I'm going to add 1½ cups of milk and 1 tablespoon of flour. Whisk that flour in and then cook this mixture until it's steaming hot but not boiling. And once your milk is heated, you'll want to slowly pour it into the egg yolk mixture and then whisk it in after each addition. And then I'm going to pour that custard mixture back into the saucepan. I'm going to cook this custard over medium heat for about 5 minutes. You want to make sure you're stirring it constantly with a rubber spatula so it doesn't get burnt to the bottom of the pan. In about 5 minutes it'll thicken and have pudding-like consistency. And then transfer the custard into a clean bowl and add ½ a cup of unsalted butter. And then whisk that butter into the custard until it's completely melted. And then cover the custard with plastic wrap and make sure it touches the surface of the custard so a film doesn't form on the top. Then set it into the refrigerator and let it cool completely. While my custard is cooling in the refrigerator, I'm going to get started on my strawberry puree. We're going to use this to dip the Ladyfingers into. I'm going to place about 3 cups of fresh strawberries into a food processor. And then add in a ¼ cup of white granulated sugar. And then pulse the strawberries and sugar together into a puree. Once your custard is completely cooled, transfer it into a bigger bowl and then add in 8 ounces of softened mascarpone cheese. And then use a hand mixer to cream the two together. You'll need to mix that for about a minute, and then you're ready to add in the heavy cream. You'll need 2 cups of chilled heavy cream. And make sure it's nice and cold so it whips up nicely. And then mix that all together until you have a fluffy cream. And now let's bring it all together. Today I'm using a 9-inch springform pan. I have my tray of Ladyfingers, my strawberry puree. I'm going to dip the cookies just one side into the puree. This is going to be our border. I'm going to line the cookies along the edge of the pan. And I'm going to do the same thing for the bottom layer of my cake. Just dip the Ladyfinger in on one side and then drop it into the bottom. And then add a generous layer of the cream. And then repeat the process again, but this time dip the cookies all the way into the strawberry puree. And top the last layer of Ladyfingers off with the remaining custard cream. Just pour it right on top and spread that evenly to the edges. And now my cake is ready to go into the refrigerator and needs to set in the fridge overnight, allowing that custard to set, allowing that strawberry puree to sink through those Ladyfingers. We'll come back tomorrow to take it out of the pan and garnish the top with more strawberries. And then to securely keep those Ladyfingers in place, grab a pretty ribbon and tie it around the cake. And then garnish the top with sliced strawberries. All right, and now let's cut into this cake so you guys can see what it looks like on the inside. Just grab a sharp knife. And gently lift that cake out and check that out. Isn't that gorgeous? You've got the ladyfinger layers. You could see the strawberry puree in there. You've got loads and loads of cream, and this is going to taste so good. And that's it for my no-bake strawberry tiramisu cake. How gorgeous is this cake? Absolutely love the strawberry garnishes on top. It's such a simple, elegant, yet beautiful cake. Time to dig in and enjoy this. I love to eat this with a couple extra slices of fresh strawberry. Wow, that cake bite just literally melted in my mouth and it was gone in seconds. You guys are going to love this cake for so many reasons. It has such a great combination of flavors. It's so light and airy. Those ladyfingers are really soft. They've absorbed all that strawberry puree. You have that creamy, delicious custard filling, and all that combined together with the strawberries. It's fruity, creamy, and it's not too sweet. So if you're looking for the ultimate light, airy, summery cake, this is the one for you. Plus, it's no bake. So head down into my video description box. You'll find a link that will take you over to my blog where you can print this recipe off, save it to Pinterest, and share it with all your family and friends. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video recipe, and I'll see you next time.